and Africa, and I bring you glad tidings. My people, my name is Ben, aka Benny Davis. My people, today we are here again for another very interesting topic. I repeat, we are here again today for another very intriguing topic. Now, today's topic is on democracy. Today's topic is on what? Democracy. And the question we are here to ask ourselves is, who is a Democrat? Is Nigeria a democratic nation? Are the leaders in Nigeria Democrats? These are many more questions are what we are here to talk about today. Let me recap that again. We want to talk about democracy, and we're here to ask the question, who is a Democrat? Is Nigeria truly a democratic nation? Are the leaders in Nigeria truly democratic? These and many more are the questions we are here to ask ourselves today. Now, who is a Democrat? A Democrat is someone who believes in and practices democracy. I repeat, who is a Democrat? A Democrat is someone who believes in and practices democracy. So it's not just enough to use the word, you're a Democrat, you're a Democrat. You must be seen as one who is practicing it to the letter. Then you can say you are what? A Democrat. A Democrat is somebody who believes in the principles of equality, principle of accountability, somebody who believes in the rule of law. These and many more are the values of somebody who believes in the Democrats to have. Somebody who believes and protects civil liberties. These are some of the criteria somebody who says he's a Democrat should have. Now, let's take a quote from Larry Diamond, a Stanford University professor. He said, a Democrat is not only a person who votes in an election, but one who defends the rights of others to do so freely. I'll take that again. He says, a Democrat is not only a person who votes in an election, but who defends the right of others to do so freely. That is a Democrat. And that quote was taken from Larry Diamond, a Stanford University graduate. Now, what is democracy, my people? What is democracy? Democracy is a government, as we all know, by the people, for the people. By the government, democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people, where leaders are accountable and power actually belongs to the people. That is democracy. Democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, where power actually and truly belongs to the people. The people decide, they hold the power. They decide who to give and who to take the power from. Now, again, that takes us to the question, is Nigeria a democratic nation? The people of Nigeria, do they have this power to hire and fire? These are the questions we are here to ask ourselves today. According to Robert Daher, a political theorist, he also did say that the essence of democracy is popular participation and accountability of rulers. I take that again. He said the essence of democracy is popular participation and the accountability of rulers. So when many people participate and leaders are made to account for their stewardship, all that is part of democracy. Now, the question we also came here to ask ourselves is, are the leaders in Nigeria, are they truly Democrats? Sadly, many Nigerian leaders pretend to be. I repeat, sadly, many Nigerian leaders pretend to be Democrats, but behave like what? Authoritarians. Like the man we have in Aso Rock today who calls himself a Democrat, a man who claims to have fought for democracy, a man who claims to be a member of NADECO. Today, that man is exhibiting not 99, 100% authoritarianism, 100% of dictatorship. A man who claims to be a Democrat today, he has a particular part of the state being run under his care as military regime. That is not a Democrat. So, my people, like I said, sadly enough, many Nigerian leaders pretend to be Democrats, whereas in the true sense, they are what? Authoritarians. They ring the elections. Corruption is widespread. They silence critics, and most times they ignore the rule of law. They abuse the rule of law. They undermine the rule of law. So these are not people. These kind of people we have in Nigeria today who call themselves Democrats and leaders. They are nothing but criminals. They are not leaders and they are not Democrats. According to Ginaldo Adele, African Journal of Political Science, he did say that in Nigeria, elections are often lack integrity, making democracy appear as a facade rather than a reality. And that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. So, is Nigeria a democratic nation? Ask yourself, is Nigeria truly a democratic nation? Going by all these ingredients, going by all these things that is going on in the country, where you have a man in Aso Rock that is declared part of the country, is being run by military, part is being run by civilians, where there are no accountability, no rule of law, judiciary has been undermined, the judiciary has been so corrupt. Are these ingredients of democracy? The answer is a clear no. Now the question we are here to ask ourselves is that, is Nigeria a democratic nation? Nigeria has a democratic institutions, elections, a constitutional political parties, but lacks true democratic culture. Nigeria, I repeat again, I'll take that again. It says Nigeria has democratic institutions, elections, a constitution, political parties, but lacks true democratic culture. We vote, yes, but we don't always have our real choices as the people we voted for. Power doesn't truly come from the people in Nigeria. Power comes from godfathers. Power comes from those who have too much AK-47 at their disposal. Those who have access to hoodlums. They are the people power is coming from, instead of power coming from the people, the people of Nigeria. Now, the truth is that as we speak today, Nigeria is not a democratic nation. And that's why people like us have said repeatedly that we should stop deceiving ourselves. Let us learn to call a spade and not a spoon. A spade will remain a spade. As we speak today, Nigeria is not a democratic nation, and anybody who tells you otherwise, the man is just being cheeky, the man is just being naive, and the man is just being economical with the truth. Nigeria is and cannot, as it stands today, be referred to as a democratic nation. Nigeria operates more like an electoral autocracy than a true democracy, according to House 24 report. House 24 reported that Nigeria operates more like an electoral autocracy rather than a true democracy. Now, democracy is more than just voting. It is justice, it is freedom, and it is equality. Until Nigerian leaders respect the will of the people, we are still struggling towards being a democratic nation. So, my people, the truth of the matter is that this current political dispensation say we've been operating a democracy for the last 26 years. The truth of the matter is that instead of moving forward, we've actually moved backward. That is to say, we're like 2 steps forward, 10 steps backward as far as the democratic movement or situation in Nigeria is concerned. Under Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, when we started this political dispensation in 1999, Nigeria was actually, getting some gains, even though he had his own shortcomings with the whole rumor of trying to operate to get the top 10 through the back door and all that. But under Olusegun Obasanjo, democracy started building up. Another Yar'Adua, the late Yar'Adua, the democracy would have enhanced greatly in Nigeria. However, nature, plays its course and took away Yar'Adua from us. Then go down good luck with Bello Jonathan. Bello Jonathan to democracy actually gained some ground, if you ask me. But from Buhari to this man who's currently there in Aso Rock today, democracy is finished in Nigeria. All those talk he was talking about, he's a Democrat, he allows people to talk, it's all trash. The man is a mafia, he has a mafia gang that takes care of people who are criticizing him, that takes care of people who do not believe in his government, that takes care of people who believe that his government has failed. So in one breath he says one thing, in another breath he does another thing. So that's why I've always said that Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in my candid opinion, the man is a mafia. Because he operates in a mafia kind of, style. Go and check what mafias, what they do, how they operate, and then compare it to what Bola Ahmed Tinubu does. You will agree with me that that man is a mafia, and he runs Nigeria in a mafia style. That is why you see nobody, even those that were able to talk before now, they are not able to talk anymore. They are not deaf, they are not dumb, but you must ask yourself, why are they not talking? Why have they suddenly stopped talking? Because under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you talk, you go. You not talk, you stay. Simple. That's why people are not talking. Those who we know used to talk. The likes of Adeboyes of this world, the Soyinkas of this world, the Falanas of this world, the Tude Bakaris of this world, the Omoyele Sowers of this world. They've all stopped talking. Because if they talk, they go. They don't talk, they stay. So that's why they are all not talking. My dear good people of Nigeria, the topic for today is to ask ourselves those fundamental questions. Is Nigeria a democracy? Are the leaders in Nigeria truly Democrats? And if you ask me to give my scorecard on this debate, I will clearly say now Nigeria is not yet a democracy. Two, the leaders we have in Nigeria are not Democrats. Until I come your way again, my people, if you find this message interesting and it makes sense to you, share it, like it, comment on it. Let's know what your thoughts are. Do you think the kind of democracy we are putting in Nigeria is the one that you think is okay, or you think we need to do more to improve on our democratic journey? Until I come your way again, my people, do have a wonderful day, and cheers for now.